Welcome guys, IrnieracingNews. Here is a disturbing meme that has so much going for it in reality in British Columbia. One of these things is illegal in BC and one of these things isn't. And I'm sure you guys already know the answer. Plastic straws are no more in BC. When you go to the Costco now, they put like lids on, little sipping lids, no more straws. And then of course the cardboard straws, the ones that don't work, I mean, they absolutely don't work. But back to this story, drugs and handouts in BC, and now at the schools, they are handing out drug paraphernalia to people for safer snorting. Here you have it on Twitter. I have not confirmed this. If this is true, it's wild, but it's not unimaginable for what is going on in BC. Essentially, they're selling everybody drugs. There was a store that opened up in Vancouver that could sell all the hard drugs as long as you're over 18, I think it was. And of course, anyone can have possession of anything under 3.5 grams. You can have under 3.5 grams of heroin, under 3.5 grams of cocaine, meth, fentanyl, with the benzos. So here's a post here on Twitter. When I was in high school, we heard from powerful guest speakers on why doing hard drugs had very serious and potentially deadly consequences. Today in British Columbia, and in this specific case, a high school in the Cowichan Valley, they are handing out safer snorting kits to children as young as 15. And if we zoom in, you got, your plastic straws and I guess some like first aid cleaner, like wet wipes kind of thing. And in case of overdose, call 911. And maybe it says some, and then there's some cards as well. How ridiculous, to move your drugs around and line them all up. Yeah, unbelievable that they're giving these things out, that this is what the world has become under the liberal totalitarian regime of Canada. So we got 418,000 views on this tweet. As of recently, May 20th, just yesterday. And the fellow says, was sent to me from a reliable source in the Cowichan Valley. And so this is great. Stop frying your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Yeah, that's 1989. I remember that. I remember I was around to see that ad campaign. And now here is your starter kit. End drug stigma now. You are the victim of free needles. Interesting comment. Safer snorting in the 70s was a McDonald's stir stick. McDonald's was forced to change the design. Look how far things have regressed thanks to socialist ideals. And here's some people playing on the plastic straw joke for BC. What is happening? Are those 15-year-olds using plastic straws? And here is a very correct comment from Penny. This makes me sick. What a sad thing to present to children. A pass to a local gym would be a better alternative. Abso-freaking-lutely. Gyms are really expensive these days. They want $60, $80, $100 a month. Depends how good of a gym it is, location-wise, etc. in the city. Then they also want a $50 or to $100 sign-up fee, cancellation fee, and annual membership fee. They become a lot more expensive than they should. So here you have the liberals creating massive inflation by printing money, by printing more money and then spending the money on stupid things like COVIDism and absolute bullshit to make them and their elite friends and oligarchs rich. But if they actually put some of that money towards one beneficial thing, it would be to have health gym retreats for everybody, subsidized in some capacity. That's actually a good idea. Another plastic comment. Why do they get single-use plastics and yet it's forbidden for groceries, an actual essential? Another comment from Stop Wokeism. Safer cyanide. Still kills you, but not as much. Here we have it. For people thinking this could not be real. And we have a link. Let's check it out. First time looking at it with you guys here at katie.ca, client publication. Safer Snorting 101. Take care of your nasal passages. They're the only ones you've got. Preventing infections, hepatitis C, overdose, stimulant overdose, keeping safe during the overdose crisis, staying safe when you're snorting. So, Safer Snorting 101. The best way to prevent harms when snorting is to use your own equipment and not share with others. There are many ways drugs are snorted. You might use straws, rolled paper, glass, or metal tubes, or you may snort your drug straight from your hand or a hard surface. Using your own straw or bumping off the back of your clean hand helps to prevent you from getting bacteria or viruses that are passed through the blood, like hepatitis B and C. Holy smokes, guys, this is really a hit. This is real. Rinse the inside of your nose after snorting. Dab your fingers in sterile water and sniff the water up your nose until you feel it run down your throat. This will make your nose feel less irritated. 101, guys, for cocaine use. What a world we live in. What a world. The drug dealers are probably just can't believe it. They just took their whole market away from them. Over-ramping or overdose. There are many drugs that can be snorted and their effects are different. Stimulants, uppers like cocaine and crystal meth speed the body up. Depressants or downers like fentanyl and benzodiazepines slow the body down. Wow. Dissociatives like ketamine can cause a feeling of euphoria or being disconnected from the body. These and other types of drugs can be snorted and will have different effects on how your nose feels and the kinds of highs you get. These effects can vary from person to person and from day to day. I feel like we're watching like Judge Dredd or something in the future, and what was that one movie of Tom Cruise in the future going around where they can like predict people's going to murder somebody in the future. This is wild, guys. This is wild. Stimulant overdose, irregular heartbeat, skin, blah, 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 keeping safe during the overdose crisis. This is freaking Canada's source for HIV and hepatitis information. Okay, well, I see the website now. That kind of makes more sense. But the safer snorting thing is just off the charts for me. It's just, I can't believe it. This is Irnieracing News, guys, May 21st, 2023.